Hello, people. Yes, I'm having to wear the hat, the shiny head. And, I was told there's an echo, but I don't hear an echo when I'm doing this. I don't hear an echo when I'm supposed to. I don't know what to do about that. That light, I know it's bright, but if you can see it, I wish I had better equipment, but I don't have better equipment. I have what I have. And for the most part, I'm grateful for the people who have subscribed and those who watch. It says nothing up there. It's fine. This was the book I was holding up. The author's name is Robert Banks. You can't see it. It's a pretty good book. I mostly don't mind talking about the book. I just want to recommend this book. It is a pretty good book. But the subject I want to talk about, what is it? What is the church community? What is the church community? In a lot of ways, I think the modern church community is a fragmented mess. Now, I think a lot of it has to do with the size of the churches that people go to. I really do think the size of the church matters. I go to a small church. I go to a church I like. I like this church. I like how it makes me feel. I like the sense it gives me. I get a sense of community from this church. I like this place. I have worked for two churches in my life. I would say they were medium-sized churches, almost big. And there's definitely a difference. There's a definite difference to them. You don't get the same feel of community. You don't get the same feel, the same sense that you're all in this together when you're a larger church in a bigger church. This church is small. I would say 100 people maybe, somewhere around there. It's not very big. I like this place. I keep saying, but I think one of the biggest problems of the modern church is that people are not really connected to each other anymore. They're really not. If you watch, if you observe like I've observed, I'm an observer. I am a writer. I observe everything. I'm constantly observing, and I need a haircut. I really, I get a haircut once a year. But anyway, but the size of the church mattered in both of those cases, and I work with churches. There is no sense of real community. They can say it all they want, but for the most part, going through the motions, and you can tell. I go through myself. It's we are family. Like to sing "We Are Family," except when you actually meet them, family. I think the problem is that the sense of community is gone. I've said this and I've said this before. The churches act like city states. They don't act like this. Act like a connection to other churches. They almost all act like little city states, and they all are in competition with each other, and they're all this, that, and the other with each other, and there's no sense of community. This book I like this book. This book talks about how we are connected as community, how we have one faith as a community. We have one God, one Lord, one Savior, and all one doctrine as a community. But the church really isn't. If you look at the church is a fragmented mess. It is a fragmented mess. It is. I'm sorry. That's my observation, as you said, that problem is the size. The bigger the church, the less there is a community feel. They can say all that. People can say all they want. We have as a community of believers. You work for one long enough, and you begin to realize, no, not really. There might be pockets here and there in the church that have a community feel, maybe, but they're usually small, and usually they're just families. I think friendship is not taught very well in churches. I don't think that the idea that we're all one in Christ, we're all one, is taught very well in churches. I don't think that the idea that friendship even matters or it has any point. I've been told in churches, we're not here to make friends. I would love for these people to tell me, I wish I had, where is that doctrine? Because it ain't there. It isn't there. The idea that we don't have expectations of each other. Where is that in the Bible? I would love for some of these people to tell me. I wish I had asked. I don't think they would have told me because they would have just said, well, it isn't, and walked away. I think one of the biggest things about the church, why it's dying, is nobody has a sense of community. Nobody has a sense that, we're all in this together and we're all believers in one Christ, one Lord, one faith, and one Bible. But that's not how I thought. I like the church I'm going to. It gives me a sense of community, even though I'm having a very hard time at times seeing it that way. I still feel like an outsider. But I get the sense that they really do care. I never felt that way in the other ones. I like where I'm going. I get a sense of community. I am part of the audiovisual department. I do help in the audiovisual booth. I was asked to help. I didn't think it would last the 2 years that I've been doing it. I've only been going there for 3 years, so I'm sorry I never go back. I never go back to a big church. I mean, this church is across the street. I could walk there in about 10 minutes. Walk right there to that 5. I look at the church overall, and when I say the church overall, I mean worldwide. And all I see is a mess. I don't see a sense of community. I don't see a sense that we're all one faith. We all believe in the same thing because human churches don't. Progressivism is destroying the church. Politics is ripping the church apart. And it is, and no one's going to convince me otherwise. No matter how one of the major within 10 years, these kids are not going to be barely talking to each other. And I'm right. Church doesn't teach love. It doesn't teach friendship. This all does depend on the size of the church. This doesn't correspond all of them. I do think size matters. But I don't think friendship is taught. I don't think a sense that we're all in this together is taught. Anybody who actually tries to just be a good person is questioned as if somehow they're doing something wrong and making other people uncomfortable. This is the world I grew up in. It's not this church I'm going to now. I'm not talking about. I'm only talking about the 2 churches I've worked for. When you are literally told you have no right, you have no right to have expectations of Christian behavior in a church, you know there's a problem. I've been told this several times, which is partly why I left. The bigger the church, the less time they have to teach community. I believe that. The bigger the church, the less really it feels like a community. It really does feel like a whole bunch of people, or some people, showing up every once in a while to say hi, how are you, goodbye. I mean, I used to sit in the foyer area where we had tables and so I used to just watch people come in, and they all look the same, all talk the same, all pretty much did exactly the same thing we did every other Sunday. It was like, I'm here, now stop bothering me the rest of the week. There is no sense of community. There is no sense that we are a community. There is no sense that we, as believers, are connected to each other. And that is frustrating to me. Which is why I am grateful for the church I have found. I am very grateful for it. I tease them about certain things, but I like it there. I like the connection group when we discuss the pastor's sermon. They like when I say something, which for me is rare because I used to not do this. This place makes me very comfortable to talk to. In the very voice my opinion. In the voice or care. I mean, St. Paul, St. Paul's idea of community was people who came together with a common faith and a common belief and a common sense that we are all in this together. We are believers of one in Christ, brothers and sisters in the Lord. And I maintain the larger the church, the less that's what happens. It's all about, I'm here, see me, goodbye. I mean, I work with two of them, as I said. And when you work for a church, you are treated differently. A custodian, like I was, you are treated differently. For everybody else, I will never work for a church again, particularly a big one. I will never work for a church again because literally something happens to people when they do this. For some reason, all of a sudden, something very different. You will also become, well, you're an employee. And I know that sounds terrible. I know that sounds ridiculous. I know that feels sad. And I know that just doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement of the church. Well, good. Maybe the church needs to open its eyes and realize that there are a lot of people like me who would like to just have a real church family, a real sense of the church, a real sense of the church actually means what it says, when it sings, when you become a member, we are all family. You have family here. I've yet to, well, other than the small one I'm going through now, I have yet to feel that. I never felt it. But if I did feel it, it didn't last long. Sorry, I have a lot on my mind. Not all that has to do with this subject, but it's not wrong to have expectations of the church. It's not a sin. It's not a terrible thing. No. I have struggled off and on finding a good church. I found now I like. I still am afraid that the other shoes are going to drop and things are going to go haywire again. So I try not to listen to that, but unfortunately I overthink everything, and that becomes difficult. But I think if a person's looking for a church, I really think you need to find one that's small. Not a mega church, because those are a joke. Large church, you get swallowed up, and nobody will notice you leave. I left. Nobody grow as a Christian, wants to grow as a believer. They need to find a small church, and I'm serious. I really do believe the size of the church is the condition of. We'll show you what the condition, the spiritual condition is. And my observation is, the bigger the church, the less spiritual it'll be. It'll be full of stuff. I mean, you'll have lots of programs, and you'll have lots of departments, and you'll have lots of ministries, but you won't have a whole lot of connecting. There'll be a lot of busyness without connecting. There'll be a lot of busyness without friendship. There'll be a lot of busyness without an actual sense of feeling of community. I think it's sad. I think I'm just kind of down. I like where I'm going. I really do. I think it's having a very good, positive effect on me. I miss when I'm not there. I haven't had that before. I get a sense of that they like me. They like that I'm an opinionated Jew. Actually, not really opinionated, but I give my opinion. I don't know. I think that's what it is. I think I just wanted to do a video, hear myself talk. Sometimes I want to do videos like that. I just want to hear myself get this out of my system. If people watch this, that's cool. I appreciate you watching it. I appreciate comments. I appreciate subscribing, liking, sharing. If you want to find a church, find a small one. Find one that you don't feel like you're being swallowed up and disappearing to be left nothing to notice. Because that's what my last one was like. Not only was it because of the job situation, And it wasn't even the job. It was the attitude. And I'm sorry, but as I keep saying, the bigger the church, the less biblical behavior you're going to see. Sorry, but that's what I've encountered several times. And they will justify it. And they will explain it. Well, I have an office. I have a desk. I've been told these things. These are not things I've made up. These are things I have been told to my face. And on, texts and things like, what do you think you're trying to be a good person? Well, that's kind of what you're supposed to do. What do you mean you're trying to be good? You're the employee and go back to work and stop bugging people. You're talking to people. You're on the clock. I don't deal well with hypocrisy. What I don't deal well with very much is double standards. I will not tolerate double standards. I put up with it until I will not put up with it. I will let you be whoever you are. I don't expect you to be perfect. I don't expect you to have all the answers. I don't expect you to be perfect. I'm going to keep saying that because somehow I'm being accused that I want some perfect church. I don't expect perfection from myself, and I don't. I don't expect it from anybody else. In fact, I don't have any right to expect it from anybody else. I guess I am doing this video more for my own peace of mind. Kind of what this is all about. I enjoy church. Church was always fun. We had a fellowship time after the connection group. That was fun. But this is a good one. This is a very good one. And it explains better what I'm trying to say, believe me. But the church is supposed to be a community. It's not supposed to be a bunch of city-states with different church names. Which is what the church has become. I've been saying this for years of the city-states. That's been my phrase since I realized, wait a minute, I'm reading about the Renaissance period. City-states are actually like the church. One group over here, one station over here. And it's like, so wonder people can't find a church that they like. Well, people don't want to go to church. Say, oh, I know it's me. I think I like where I'm going. I don't think. I know I keep saying that because I'm probably not explaining this very well. I mean, I was just in one of those moods when I did this video. I'm not gonna delete or anything. I will post it, but I think I'm just in one of those moods. I think I'm just in one of those overthinking kind of blue moods. I just want to talk about something that I know I care about. I do care about the church. I have a sense of humility and the lack thereof. It's very dark here in Minnesota. But anyway, I really am hoping that this church doesn't end up like all the other ones. I don't think it's going to. There is a difference to it. There is a very, very different feel to it. But I'm so used to something just happening. It's like I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I'm told them that. I'm saying, look, I probably not going to happen. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. At some point, something's going to happen. What do you think? I just wanted to get my thoughts out. They are a little rambling today, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out. I'm just trying to talk to myself. I think in this video, I'm just talking to me. If other people watch that, it's cool. And if they get anything out of it, they have any questions or whatever. But I think I did this video just to hear myself think out loud. Because I do like my church. I do like it. It's small, it's nice, it has a community feel. I get along with everybody. I don't feel like I have to justify or prove that I have a right to be there. For some particular reason they like me. I guess they like me. So like Sally Field on that stuff in the Oscar. I feel you like me, you actually like me. But the size doesn't matter. Church size doesn't matter. I'm sorry, this has been, I would say it's bothering me. I think I just need to think out loud. And why not put it on the internet? So everybody else can watch. Sort of ramble to a possible point. I don't take myself too seriously, people. That's why I don't like doing these videos. I don't take myself too seriously. I don't know. Call my mom in that hour. I'm like my mother. I'm like my mom in a lot of ways. She's 80 years old. She does archery. I don't do archery, but I would like to. But anyway, I'm done hoping. I guess maybe that's what I'm doing, hoping. I call this a therapy session. Maybe I'll change the title of this video, just call it therapy session. Which might make more sense. That's pretty much what it is. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Behave yourselves, people, because I'm never going to. See you later.